49ers have an extra defensive back on the field. A nickel set for third down. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he's brought down, but not before picking up the first with a very effective stiff arm. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the third down conversion.
First down 10 at the 12-yard line.
Watch the screen.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on 1st down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're either throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should.
Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And now there's a scooped up by the 49ers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week on our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. And he'll give it here to his running back. And not much there at all. He's up only to about the 16-yard line. Kendall Fuller in on the stop.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
On 2nd down, it's Coleman. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down. This is Coleman. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. On 2nd down now, it's Coleman, and he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 18 yards, first down Niners.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Hasn't had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
First down, 49.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
11.
They'll run with Coleman on first down. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. We're back now in KC. And we've got a dandy here. A 1-point game as we begin the 4th. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. A gain there of 30 big ones.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down.
Hey, alert! Alert! Alert!
And he'll give it here to his running back. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This for a 4th quarter lead. And Gold is able to put it through. And with that, they will move ahead by 2 here in the 4th. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive, and they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. Now a pass that's taken in by Hill. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Hey, Sunday. Bang, bang. Whip. Watch the whip. Mine's 50, my God.
They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Again, it's Williams. And some room to run now. And nothing but daylight ahead. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Damian Williams, 68 yards. And the Chiefs are going to jump back in front. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is up to 5. And boy, figure this one out. Leading here in the 4th. And now they're going to try an onside kick. And all the Chiefs have it. Well, they just scored, they got the lead, and they decide to keep their foot on the accelerator, so to speak.
Scouting. They had to have seen something in their preparation for this game that told them in this situation, if they get the look they like, let's go ahead and go for it anyway. They like being bold.
57 to mine. Chopper. Check.
They go play fake. Mahomes rolling to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Hey, check Mike 57. Yellow. Watch the run. Good shot, baby. That's a baby shot.
First carry now for the backup, LaShawn McCoy. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. They had 3 yards on 1st down, just 1 yard there. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
Yellow. Shit. Here we go. Check him motion. Check the call.
They'll run it with Williams. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here's Dustin Colquitt now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But you also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
The run defense, they have been porous at times today, but not that last go-around.
No, they really tightened it up, didn't they? They finally got themselves a win because all game long we've seen them get gashed. This time they played their responsibilities, played their keys, and made a nice stop.
They're down by 5. They've got to go for it here on 4th down. Garoppolo to throw for it on 4th. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Morris